On social media, I see a lot of people asking quote unquote AI experts how to get their websites recommended by SearchGPT, by ChatGPT, by Gemini, by Perplexity, by all these AI chatbots. And these are people who use a lot of these tools, but they don't actually have these tools recommending their products. I've been doing search engine optimization for over a decade, and I actually have these tools recommending my products for the keywords that I target while doing search engine optimization. So on this show, I'm going to dispel the myths on how to get AI chatbots to recommend your brand, how to do SEO for SearchGPT, how to do SEO. I don't even know if you call it SEO anymore. Maybe search experience optimization on ChatGPT and Gemini. Some of the big things, some of the 20% of things that get you 80% of the results, and how to target SearchGPT and ChatGPT. There's just a few big things. A lot of it is similar SEO, but there are some other things that you wouldn't really think of. This thread was at the top of the search engine optimization subreddit this morning called How to Rank for SearchGPT. This is one part of the equation. And the main thing is to rank for SearchGPT. So far, you have to have rankings in Bing. If you rank in top 3 for a search query on Bing, then you have a fairly higher chance of appearing in SearchGPT responses. Sites blocked, removed, or not indexed in Bing are not showing up on SearchGPT, according to my sources. If you're familiar with SEO on Google, Google has a tool called Google Search Console. This is Google's proprietary tool for accessing their search index. The main way to use it, pretty simple. Connect your site to it, submit your site and any key pages to the URL inspection at the top of Google Search Console. Also submit your sitemaps. This is a list of URLs on your site that you want to be indexed by Google. Being Webmaster tools, it works the same way. Connect your site, submit your key pages to URL inspection, and submit your sitemaps. Now Bing knows about your site. That's an important one. And all of my sites that rank or that are recommended by SearchGPT and ChatGPT, they have been connected to Bing Webmaster tools for years. That was one of the first things that I did. Just doing SEO, you know to do that. Bing has enough traffic to justify it. It's not a lot of extra effort, and it's something that any SEO knows to do. So connect your site, your sitemaps, and key pages, submit key pages to Bing Webmaster tools. They even allow you to import your settings from Google Search Console. They make it really easy. That's number one. Number two, not a lot of people know this. Write with neutral language. Don't sensationalize. Don't use superlatives. When describing your product, don't say it is the best. Don't say it is the most. Don't say it is the greatest. Write in neutral language. Don't use superlatives. Don't sensationalize. Don't use terms like war zone, wildly crazy, things like that. You just write in a neutral tone when describing your brand. Write with rich descriptions. Write all the ways that your brand will satisfy people who would be using it, people who would want it, but overall keep a neutral tone. These things are really simple. Oh, there's another one. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I almost forgot this, but I didn't forget it. I mentioned sitemaps before, lists of URLs on your site. Put your list of sitemaps in your robots.txt file. Now this, your robots.txt file, you can see the robots.txt file for any website by going to website.com/robots.txt. This text file tells crawlers what on your site to crawl and what not to crawl. This is a way for controlling crawl budget as well. It's a way for maintaining privacy. Crawl budget is if you have a site with tons of pages and you don't want search engine crawlers crawling unnecessary pages on your site when they should be crawling the key pages instead, you can block off those pages, or for privacy, you can block off those pages as well. You tell search engines how to deal with your website. And in there, you should also have your sitemap, have a link to your sitemap. Now, a lot of people, especially ones who are doing crazy search engine optimization, they wish to have their sitemap hidden. So what they will do is they will give weird names to their sitemap that humans cannot guess. Just random strings of characters that humans will not be able to guess. And then they will submit these sitemaps to Bing and to Google Search Console. And in a lot of cases, that's actually going to be good enough. But the thing is, For chatbots that are not using Bing data, that are not using Google data, you want these chatbots to have a way to find all the pages on your site, the key pages on your site, the ones that will be in your sitemap. And so if you're okay with revealing all the pages on your site in order to have LLMs train off your brand, then put that sitemap in the robots.txt and the robots.txt. So we got connect to Bing Webmaster tools, write in a neutral tone, don't sensationalize, don't use superlatives, have your sitemap in your robots.txt, use descriptive text. And then the last one that I want to talk about is write about all the different ways that your brand can take care of problems that people have, related problems that people have. Use keywords, find the problems that people are searching when they might come across your brand. Those most likely will be low volume keywords. Take that keyword, put it in your page title, meta description, your H1, your top heading, your URL, put it in your URL slug, and put it at the beginning of your first sentence. This tells to searchers and to web crawlers, this page is about this keyword. Write around 415 words per page, per keyword that you are targeting. And make sure that this page is around 2 to 3 clicks away from your homepage. A good way to do that is using hub pages, which are listed in your footer. You might have a hub page called uses or alternatives. Those are the key ways to actually have these AI chatbots recommend your brand. Now, there's more sophisticated ways, which I also talk about. These are more black hat. They require more money. But what a lot of brands are doing who really want to do this is they are hiring basically fake brand ambassadors, or maybe, I don't know, real brand ambassadors, depending on how you look at the term brand ambassador. They're hiring people in low GDP per capita countries to nonstop post on Reddit recommending their brand for different keywords or within conversations that are related to their niche. The reason that they are doing this is because OpenAI and Google are training off of Reddit data. When the brand is recommended on Reddit, it is typically in the comments section. And in the comment that recommends the brand, there's no hyperlink. It's just recommending the brand name. It uses descriptive text. It is not written by AI. It is written by a human. A lot of people can tell if something is written by AI. It is written by a human who is living in one of these low GDP per capita countries. So the labor is cheap, and their job is just to post on Reddit all day about this brand. Now, they will space it out to look like they are also real people. So they will maybe recommend the brand every 5 posts, 6 posts, something like that. Most of their posts are going to not be about recommending the brand. They might also occasionally recommend alternative brands. So they make it hard to know who they are working for. That's very important. But their job is like once a day, twice a day, maybe even 3 times a day, recommend the brand for a keyword in the comments. This is a low-cost way to generate a lot of data with another source that Google and OpenAI are training off of, a lot of data that also recommends your brand. That's another way to do it. So I'm going to sum up this episode. I'm going to sum up how to have SearchGPT, ChatGPT, Gemini, all of these recommend your brand, how to be included in the AI conversation from someone who actually did it, who's someone who is constantly recommended by these bots. Connect your site to Bing Webmaster tools. Submit your sitemaps, your key pages to URL inspection. Also, make sure you're connected to Google Search Console. Use neutral language. Don't use superlatives. No best, not the you're not the greatest. Don't say that. Just write with a neutral tone. Don't sensationalize. Have your sitemap in your robots.txt file. Have clear information architecture. Structure the information on your website in a clear way. Find keywords that represent all the different ways someone might use your brand. Target each one of those keywords with a page. Target the keyword in your H1, page title, meta description, URL, and beginning of the first sentence. Write around 415 words per page. And finally, if you're feeling adventurous and you have some experience with Reddit, this actually is against the rules, but I'm not even going to say do this. I don't want to recommend this. This is just something that other companies do, is they get these brand ambassadors to post all the time and always recommend their brand on Reddit, so they are included in the conversation on Reddit, a place that LLMs are training off of. And that is all for episode 499. Oh my gosh, 499 of my daily digital marketing podcast. I do this every day, 7 days a week. I hope this episode brings value to a ton of people. You know, I talk about this more. I show examples. I show how to actually do this using video in compactkeywords.com in very thoughtful lessons. Compactkeywords.com, it's the SEO program that I've been making since February. I started conceptualizing it in February. Groundwork was starting in April, and I'm finally just finishing it. You can check it out at compactkeywords.com. I sold out the initial release, which is incredible. Thank you to everyone who purchased that. And I talk a lot more about this on compactkeywords.com. That is all for episode 499 of my daily digital marketing podcast, The Edward Show. If you watched on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.